Appleblossom the Possum by Holly Goldberg Sloan. Chapter 29. Big Poss, or Big Boss, which Antonio silently decides would be a better name, emerges onto the cement path behind a row of monster houses. He stops under a streetlight, which Antonio and Amlet both think is bold and even dangerous, and makes a proclamation. "This will be my first lesson as your Big Poss. Think of it as a master class in theater." Amlet can't stop himself. Mama says to avoid lights. His father shoots him a look. Let's not drag her into everything. Big Poss then fluffs the fur between his ears and strikes a pose. When he next speaks, he uses a deep voice with lots of projection. "Do you know why alleys are the greatest places in the world?" Antonio and Amlet don't say anything because they aren't sure what an alley is, but Big Poss answers his own question. "Alleys have garbage cans. Now stand back. This is a life lesson. Watch the maestro perform." Big Poss takes off in what looks like a run, but has a lot of wobble and not a lot of speed. The oversized marsupial crosses the alley in this strange manner of movement, grunting as he advances. He then lowers his skull and slams headfirst into an enormous trash receptacle. A loud thud echoes down the quiet alley. Both Antonio and Amlet gasp in shock as the garbage container rocks and then teeters and finally falls over. But it isn't just the garbage container that goes down hard. So does Big Poss. The oversized possum is knocked right off his feet from the self-imposed head-on collision. Now he's on his back with his arms stretched out. Antonio and Amlet take off across the alley. "Are you okay?" Antonio asks. Amlet runs in a circle around the body as Big Poss's low, sad voice moans, "I'm going to ask you to do something for me." Antonio and Amlet lean close. Antonio grabs his father's front paw and holds it tight. "Anything, Big Poss." Amlet follows his example and clutches his father's back foot. Big Poss strains to speak, causing his two sons to lean even closer. "What I need you to do is important." Antonio's eyes flood with tears. "Yes, Papa." Big Poss's voice growls. "It's Big Poss, not Papa, even to you." Antonio nods. "Yes, anything, Big Poss, just tell us." Big Poss exhales slowly and then inhales long and deep. It's a very tense moment as he makes his request. "While I'm on my back like this..." His voice trails out to nothing. The two possums wait and wait. It feels as if their hearts are breaking. Finally, Big Poss finds the strength to continue. "While I'm on my back like this, rub my belly!" Big Poss squeals as he shoots up to a sitting position. Antonio and Amlet scream. Big Poss then roars with laughter as he chokes on his words. "What a performance! Am I wrong? Who's your daddy now? Who's an actor? Who's a major star?" Antonio and Amlet are speechless. Big Poss shoots them a harsh look. Applause is the accepted form of acknowledgement. Antonio and Amlet bring their hands together and clap. It's not very enthusiastic. But Big Poss rolls over onto all fours and heads to the toppled container. "Show's over. Don't just stand there with your tails flapping in the wind." Antonio and Amlet watch as Big Poss grabs the plastic bag that's wedged inside the toppled receptacle. He looks over his shoulder and shouts, "Get me some help over here." Antonio and Amlet scramble to his side, and the three possums pull out the lumpy black bag. It smells like a real find. Big Poss's eyes flash with excitement as he uses his teeth to rip into the thick plastic. Once he has a hole in the sack, he bellows, "The world's mine oyster!" In seconds, he's tossing things into piles and yelling out an inventory. Tea bag, ripped paper sack with splash of corn oil, pizza box with scraps of sausage, coffee grounds in dried filter, stale cereal, bread crusts, peanut shells, wine cork, moldy cheese rind, milk carton, waxed paper wrapping from butter cube, some jelly in the bottom of a jar, eggshells, toothpick, hard noodles in tangy red sauce, greasy lamb bone, carrot tops, dried peas, muffin cup with blueberry and yellow cake stuck to the sides, eggplant top, banana skin. He then turns to his sons as he shouts, "It's a feast!" Antonio and Amlet look at the contents of the plastic bag, which are now scattered everywhere. Mama taught them to be careful in their search for food. They were told to always leave an area clean and tidy. The two possums watch as their father's nose plunges into a glass jar. When he pulls it out, there is a large glob of marmalade on the end. It's bright orange with a curling rind of citrus that Big Poss's tongue instantly sweeps into his mouth. His lips stretch back into a toothy smile. "Don't be shy, little bugalugs." Antonio and Amlet make their way to the scattered heaps, and as Big Poss devours the garbage, they search for treasure to call their own. Stay tuned for Appleblossom the Possum, Chapter 30.